With thousands of islands, islets, and atolls, one could spend a lifetime exploring the stunning coastline of Vietnam. Picture perfect to behold, the pristine turquoise waters that border the idyllic sandy beaches beckon alluringly. While the sun glints off the surface of the sea, below the waves, the rich underwater ecosystems teem with life, making scuba diving and snorkeling an unforgettable experience. Exploring Vietnam's islands is a fascinating adventure, as thick jungle coats their interior and flocks of colorful birds nest amidst the dense foliage. In this video, we explore the best islands in Vietnam. We've collected a list of the top islands in Vietnam, so make sure to include them in your list if you're a visitor. At first in the list, number 1, Phu Quoc. When you picture the most idyllic island imaginable, it is highly likely that an image of Phu Quoc springs to mind. With pristine turquoise waters surrounding the palm tree-lined perfect white sands of the beaches, it really is paradise on earth. Lying off the coast of Cambodia, the island is very mountainous and beautifully cloaked in dense jungle. It is quite large, so there is loads for you to see and do. Because it is becoming increasingly popular, it is a good idea to book ahead and reserve a place at one of the numerous resorts dotting the island. Number 2, Cham Island. The largest island in an archipelago of the same name, Cham Island lies in Halong Bay. About half of it is covered by a national park. Increasingly popular amongst tourists, the island's main town is now full of soulless concrete hotels which have slightly ruined it, although most of the remaining island remains pristine, untamed and untouched. Covered in jungle, the crags and cliff faces of Cham Island are breathtaking, and there are some delightful small beaches and local fishing villages scattered around. Number 3, Nam Do Islands. Consisting of 21 islands and islets, the Nam Do Islands make up a stunning archipelago that is steadily growing in popularity as word of its beauty spreads. Sandwiched between the beautiful blues of the sea and sky, the mountainous vistas of the island rise up from the water, a sea of green foliage amidst the waves. Undeveloped and untouched, small fishing villages, the shores and beautiful secluded beaches are hidden about. The largest island, named Con Lan, is where most accommodation is found, and there are some lovely restaurants here selling delicious local food. Number 4, Con Dao Islands. Made up of 16 islands that lie far from the mainland, the Con Dao Islands are of immense beauty, and the archipelago is, in fact, a national park as the Vietnamese government tries to protect the pristine environment. While the islands once housed political prisoners, it is tourists who now flock here to enjoy the beautiful scenery, stunning beaches, and untouched coral reefs. With tropical jungle covering much of the islands, there are lots of great hikes and trails, and the laid-back island way of life is perfect for people looking to kick back and relax. Number 5, Cham Islands. The Cham Islands lie just 15 kilometers from Hoi An and make the perfect getaway for people looking to get out of the city and hit the beach. Set in pristine oceans that glitter in the sun, lots of visitors come to the islands to snorkel, scuba dive, or swim the day away. With a rich underwater reef system, there is lots to see. While most of the islands lie untouched, increasing numbers of tourists mean that resorts are quickly springing up, although their laid-back charm remains for now. Number 6, Binh Ba Island. Lying just 20 kilometers off the mainland, Binh Ba Island is absolutely gorgeous and well worth heading to if you have the chance. Relatively easy to get to, it is also known as Lobster Island because of the large, tasty crustaceans that you can find here. While the residential part of Binh Ba is a tightly packed mess of houses, there are still lots of secluded and peaceful areas of the island that aren't too far away. Its 2 main beaches are lovely to lounge upon, and the beautiful waters that border them are picture perfect. The reefs around the island make for some great diving spots. Number 7, Tuan Chau Island. Lying only 8 kilometers away from famous Halong Bay and its gateway point Halong City, Tuan Chau Island has loads of fun and entertaining activities on offer and is a great place to kick back and relax. With many different hotels, resorts and villas to choose from, as well as numerous dining options, visitors to the island will never be bored. Although artificial, the beach is perfect for taking in the sun, and there are lots of water sports for you to partake in, with jet skiing and kayaking being particularly popular. Number 8. Phu Quy. Blissfully undeveloped and untouched, Phu Quy is mainly made up of fishermen's villages. As such, there is a delightful, laid-back vibe, and it is a lot less touristy than many other islands in Vietnam. Rocky in places, with undulating sand dunes and hills in others, the island is best viewed from the lighthouse at Cham Mountain. Here, you will also find the delightful Linh Bu Pagoda, which is well worth visiting. As most of the island is relatively untouched by tourism, the beaches are uncrowded and often empty. It is very easy to arrange boat trips to nearby deserted islets. Number 9. Con Dao Island. One of the most beautiful places to visit in the north of Vietnam, Con Dao Island is popular with local tourists but as yet, is relatively undiscovered by foreigners. With stunning beaches bordered by pristine, turquoise waters, the island is home to some distinctive rock formations at Cham Island, which are well worth visiting. While Van Chai Beach is particularly lovely to kick back and relax on, more adventurous holidaymakers may prefer to go rock climbing or hiking in the interior of the island. At last in the list, number 10, Quan Lan. Very much off the beaten path, Quan Lan is a world away from the frenetic streets of Vietnam's main cities. Despite being in Halong Bay, it is sparsely populated and sees relatively few tourists. A quiet, peaceful place, Quan Lan Village has one street full of bars, restaurants, and hotels. Apart from that, there are just pockets of activity and life around the island. With its laid-back way of life, just wandering around and taking in the beautiful scenery is the main thing to do if you're not lounging on one of Quan Lan's fantastic beaches. Now it's time to hear from you. What's your favorite islands in Vietnam? Is there something we missed? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to Greenable if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.